Hi buddies, it's Autism Looks, and today we're going to talk about trust yourself. Now, we talked about we actually kind of talked about trust already, and also a couple of other things, about it. But so today we're going to talk about trust yourself. Now, this is more basically focused on you guys because some people don't actually have a lot of trust in themselves, which is kind of sad because they have the ability to trust their instincts no matter what. And sometimes people don't actually trust themselves. Like for my entire life, I've never actually trusted myself, but I'm kind of trusting myself now that I can, overcome things and be strong and stuff. So, that's what trusting is. You just got to trust yourself, in things, that you can do. And, it's hard to I wouldn't say it's hard to trust yourself. It's easy, but if you're having a difficult time or something, you can't just trust yourself. You've got to trust yourself and, open up to things, So you kind of got to trust yourself a bit because, let me give a good reason. Because, you're entitled to your own opinions and you're entitled to yourself and others as well. So if you don't actually trust yourself or have faith in yourself, it kind of makes you a downer and a bit depressed, but you got to trust yourself sometimes because, I trust myself, I do now. I didn't used to, but I do now. I do trust myself in things that, I can tell and do and stuff. So yeah, if you don't have trust, then it's just, kind of strange, but you you got to have trust in yourself and also believe in yourself too, which is another one that I'll be talking about later on. You just got to trust yourselves in a way that you have to, people might think that I am I would say a god because God's up in the sky. But I would say, for me, I think people look at me and say, oh, she's, got it all together. Oh, she's, but actually I don't sometimes because, life is rough. Life is hard sometimes. And sometimes you think I'm a well put together person, but actually not because, if you imagine a mirror and there's all these shards coming out, that's the puzzle pieces of yourself. And I think some people think that I am mostly happy. Sometimes I can be, sometimes I'm not. But it all depends on trusting yourself and trusting your abilities that you can do things. So you think that I have these shards put together in a puzzle piece, but really I don't, because let's be honest, if you look at a broken mirror, all the shards that are taken out of the mirror, that's kind of like the puzzle pieces of your life. Just imagine that. The puzzle pieces are a part of your life, and one puzzle piece you put in the mirror. Another puzzle piece goes in the mirror, and you kind of put it back together. So what I'm trying to say is, life is difficult for everybody. And you can't be the only person, to say, oh, my life is horrible, oh, my life sucks. It's true. If you don't believe that life is hard, trust me, it is. It is for most people. And for me, you probably think I have a wonderful life. Yes, I do. I've got everything that I could ever wish for. I may act me, she's funny, but I'm not. But some people out there don't have a great life. And you just kind of got to feel sorry for them in a way because, their life is pretty different to yours because I've got my own bedroom, I've got a laptop, I've got an iPad, I've got a phone, I've got a TV in my room. Some kids don't have a TV in their room. Some people do, some people don't. Some kids have to share, beds, and we're lucky because we don't have to, because imagine me and my brother sharing a room. That would not go down well. But yeah, so, yeah, you just got to think that, I guess, and look, even people have a wonderful life still have, day-to-day problems of life because it's life, and you can't ask everything to be perfect, because it's really not, you know. So you kind of got to figure like that way, you know, because life isn't perfect. We're not perfect. Some people think they're perfect, but they're actually not. They're actually faking it, because, you know, they want everyone to think they're perfect, but they're not. You know, we do have our ups and downs because we are human beings, of course, but that doesn't change the fact you need to trust yourself a little bit more in your abilities. And, you know, I guess, you know, trusting yourself is more, you know, you just got to trust yourself. And when, you know, things come to worse, you just got to trust and have belief that everything will be okay in the end, you know, and it always is. You know, you might have a rough day. I have rough days. Like it or not, I do have rough days. Like, what was it? Was it last week or last week before? Like, for example, I still go to sore toe, but I have to, like, trust myself it would get better. Like, I gotta kind of, like, think on the positive side instead of the negative. So, because sometimes I got a positive and the negatives. So, the positive is that it's just a sore toe. It's not, I wouldn't say it's broken, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's broken, but you just got to trust yourself that everything will be okay in the end. I'm not saying be positive, be happy, woohoo, stuff like that. But you just got to trust yourself within who you are as a person too. And I got to trust myself that I can't, like, for example, like, you know, worries. Like, I can trust myself that I can trust myself into not getting worries or getting anything get to me so much anymore. That I can trust myself to do that. I can trust myself to, what else can I trust to? You can also trust yourself by, you know, having, I guess, friends, you know, because, you know, like I said, trust is a big important thing when it comes to friendships, but you also have to trust your friends too, in a way, if that makes sense, you know. And also you got to trust yourself, and your friend has to trust his self or herself too, in a way. So, you know, if you don't trust yourself, then you're just gonna go through life thinking, you know, you know, so, you know, because if you, like, I have doubts, and it's true, but doubts is a different thing, you know. But trusting yourself kind of makes you have leverage and strength of who you are inside. And, you know, trusting yourself makes you more aware of, you know, who you are inside. And you have to trust yourself that no matter what happens in life, you know, you just got to trust yourself in yourself, because that's the answer. That's the key, you know. So, yeah. So that's all I got time for, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to Millions Months. I'll see you guys very soon.